everyone. Welcome back to SAT Math Question of the Day with Professor Emeritus Seth Chaiken at University of Albany and Joel Chaiken, his brother. It's me, trying to help you understand how to approach SAT math questions. So this is from a non-calculator section, and it is a word problem. It has a lot of words in it, and looks like it's sort of a statistics thing. So a survey was taken of the value of homes in a county, and it was found that the mean home was 165, and the median home was 125. Which of the following situations could explain the difference between the mean and the median home values in the county? The homes have values that are close to each other. There are a few homes that are valued much less than the rest. There are a few homes that are valued much greater than the rest. Many of the homes have values between 125 and 165. As usual with these SAT math questions that are statistic related, you want to choose the best answer, not just an answer that may explain it, but the best answer that explains the difference. And of course, you have to know the difference between you have to know the definition of the mean and a median. So I never took this stuff in school, so I had to learn all this for the SAT. The mean and the median. So the mean is the average. The mean is the average of stuff. You know about averages when you take tests and you get an 80, a 70, a 50, and a 90. Your averages, you add them up, divide by 4. The mean is the middle number of a bunch of numbers. You have a bunch of 3, 4, 5.
You mean the median?
Yeah, the median. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the median. The median is the middle number. This is the median.
Yeah, when the numbers are put in order.
When the numbers are put in order, right? Exactly.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So those are the definitions. Now we have to digest this thing. So, without digesting it too much, my gut feeling is that it's one of these. But you have to be. You can't let your gut feeling, you got to be more careful. There are a few homes that are valued. So the average is 165. We'll just say 165. And the median, the middle number, is 125.
Yeah.
But the average is 165, is all the way up here.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think? It looks like, I think I see the answer. What do you think?
Oh, I have to think about it a little bit more clearly.
I know. The middle number's here.
Yeah.
But the mean is here.
I think. Well, imagine. I got an idea. Imagine that let's see, the two reasonable choices give the possibility that a few of the houses have outlying values, either much less than the others or much more than the others.
So you're saying.
So let's here's the thought. Here's the thought. Let's imagine that the distribution is nice and symmetric, so that the mean and the average are the same.
Okay.
Now, if we change the value of even one of the houses, unless we say change the value so that its position crosses the middle of the layout of the prices on the line, then the median doesn't change.
Yes, it does. The median doesn't change.
The median doesn't change unless you. So here's the idea. Say we have numbers here. Let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I have to move
11.
the screen a little.
right?
Okay, go ahead.
The median of
you drew too many
6
numbers.
is the median, and the mean is also 6.
Okay.
Right? Now,
no, I don't.
So if we change 11, if we change the 11 to say 11,000,
right,
push it all the way to the right, the median will not change.
Right. Oh, I see. I thought you were saying that you take I thought you were saying that you take a 4 and move it here. Oh, yeah. You're right.
No, I didn't say that. I say you do not change a number like 5 so that it gets to be greater than 6.
I misunderstood you. Of course.
Yeah. So we move the houses. If we move these numbers around by making them bigger or smaller, without moving them across the 6,
right,
then the median will not change.
That's right.
But if we take any number and make it a little bigger, it will make the average go up.
Right.
Because the average is the numbers all added together, divided by the total number of them. We're not changing the total number. So if we make any of these numbers bigger, the average will go up. If we make any of these numbers smaller, the average will go down.
So I bet everyone is dying to know what we think the answer is. Not that we're...
Okay.
Okay, so I think the answer is C.
Yes, I think the answer is C.
I beat you to it.
Yeah. If we took some of the lower numbers and made them even smaller, then the average would go down. It would become less than the median, which in this problem it isn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so that solves it.
Yeah. So this again, you have to know what the mean is. But they're basically asking you on this thing is they want to see if you know what the mean is, they want to see if you know what the median is, and they want to see if you understand some stuff about how to change distributions of data. It's not that easy of a question. If you're not really familiar with the stuff, it's not an easy question.
Yeah, I think it is a question that that examines how well that was taught to you and how well you learned it. I think this at least in current times discussing of qualitatively of distributions and what their means and medians are discussed in school. At least you're taught how to compute them.
Right. Yeah.
And if your school covers what it should, they'd also discuss their significance.
Right.
What happens, and we'll discuss this very same issue.
But even if your school hasn't done it, if you do enough practice SAT questions, you will learn this by just doing the practice SAT questions and by doing the stuff on Khan Academy. Because Khan Academy has all these questions on Khan. So you do enough of these through Khan, enough of these on those 8 practice tests, and you're going to be ready for the SAT.
Yeah. Okay. So we did right here give you the facts, that you need to know to figure out questions like this and those facts. Let's repeat the facts. What is the average? The average we're talking about a bunch of numbers.
Yeah.
Right? And they're numbers that they're ordinary real numbers, and there's a finite number of them. The average is the sum of the numbers divided by how many you have. The median is, let's put it this way. If the number of numbers is odd,
don't go into those details. Just
that's
say
an
it's
issue.
The middle.
Well, if the anyway, here's what you do. For the median, you have to imagine that the numbers are sorted in order from smaller to larger.
Right.
And then you count off half of the number of numbers from say the bottom, and the number that you land on when you get to half of them is the median.
Right.
Now that's a little bit vague because if the numbers are even, if the number of numbers are even, you'll get one number, and if you count off from the other direction, you'll get a different number.
Right.
If the number of numbers is odd, well, half of them is not a counting number. But if the number of numbers is odd, it's easy, and that's why I picked 11.
Right.
So that the median would obviously be 6.
Yeah.
But there is a dogma for what to report for the median of an even number of numbers. Do you know what it is?
Of course. You take monadic and say, of course. I hate people who say that. It's just
okay, what's the median of 1 and 2?
Seth, we're making too much time on this. It's just the average of the two numbers.
No, let me ask you, what is if you had 1 and 2?
Seth, I did it here. It's the average of the two numbers.
Oh, the average is the average of the two middle ones.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right.
You're welcome. Yeah. But I think really the most important fact that people should walk away with is the insight Seth said that if we take this number 9 and we make this number 9,000 or 900, then the average goes up tremendously, but the median doesn't change at all because this 900 then moves over here and it doesn't change the number of numbers here. And the median stays as 6, even though you have the sicko number called 900 all the way as an outlier, like all the way out there, right? So the average changes because you're adding 900 in, dividing by the same number of numbers, but the 6 doesn't change. That's really the insight that you really need here.
Yeah.
Aside from knowing what the definitions of median and median. Okay. So now I don't think we mentioned, too bad we didn't mention this at the beginning as a teaser to have people stay on. But today we're starting a new feature in our videos that we're both very excited about called Throwback Thursday. Okay, Throwback Thursday. In Throwback Thursday, we are going to take a question from the old days of the SAT. Before the SAT was like this, it was very different. Now, well, a lot of the questions, some of the questions on the SATs prior to 2016 were very different. If you go back to 2001, early 2000s, they're very different. If you go back to our time, when we took it in the 70s, they were unbelievably different. But today's Throwback Thursday, we are going to do one question from the early 2000s. When you see this question, you are going to freak out. It's just so different from any of the other questions we've done. Seth, you're going to have to do this one because I don't think I'm smart enough to do this. I get intimidated. Everyone gets
pretty.
Most of the people
we'll see. We'll see.
Get intimidated. That's me. That's
me. Will we see the question soon?
Yeah, we will see the question. Here's the big reveal.
Okay,
and
let's bring up the question.
And I have to go.
The mystery question.
Yeah, I have to go in like 15 minutes. So we only have 15 minutes to do this. People are saying, "Thank God."
Okay, well, let's
look at this thing. Have you ever seen anything like this question on the modern SAT? First of all, there are 5 answers. So the new SAT, there are only 4 answers.
Well, you don't have to show. We know.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's take a minute of silence.
Right. Okay.
So we can read the thing.
I agree.
Okay, let's take a minute of silence.
Okay, here we go. Neither Seth and I have seen this question.
Yeah. Shut up. Oh.
I'm still reading. Oh my God.
Holy smokes.
Now, aren't you glad you're taking your SAT, the 2016 after 2016, as opposed to this thing?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you should be. If you think the SAT is hard, go back to this and say, okay, I can handle this.
Well, some of the responses are pretty silly.
Well, that has
yeah, good. That's an excellent first step.
This is called a puzzle.
Yeah.
And it
now let's see. So they ask you what is row F?
Okay, so let's.
Well, I just noticed that two of the possible answers for row F have a 1 in the third column, and the pattern tells you that there's a 0 in the third column. So we could rule out these two right away.
Very good. It's like Sudoku type
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the best I could think of.
Yeah. Okay.
The best I could think of is try. Can you achieve? What can you achieve? Let's say you try one and see if you could fill it out. If you can't, I might get some insight into how to approach it. But rather than try to think of some clever way, I would just try it. So
there's got to be a clever way, though.
Because if you try let me just first try. So suppose row F tentatively is this, right?
Okay.
Now, is it possible to fill in the rest? Well, you could fill in the rest. You get one. You must have a 1 here and a 1 here. You have to have 3, so you have to have. Yeah, you must have these, and then this is all 1, so this could be 0. So these are determined, right?
Right, I guess
but they're not consistent with the row constraint.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
So that rules out. That rules out choice A. What I have to do is now undo.
Yeah, that's easy.
My scribbling.
Oh, that's cool. We have that advantage. So let's
with an eraser. We ruled out this one, and then let's try F1 O. 1, and now let's see. There has to be 2 in this column.
Wait, it has to be a 2 in what column? The
last one. There must be a 1 here or a 1 here, but we can't determine it yet. However, there's a 1 here. There's a 1 here, so that forces these two to be 0.
That's right. Yeah, please walk it through.
And then in order for this row to be a 1, one of these has to be a 1.
It can't be a 3.
But
can't be a 3.
Let's look at. I just noticed.
Seth, it can't be a 3. If you have a 0,
it can't be a 3. Okay, so that the 3 rules out.
Oh, so that's the answer.
We've ruled out this one.
So that's the answer.
And then therefore we've ruled out all the possible ones except for E. And if we believe that the test is accurate, that one of these is the answer.
That is
we can assume that the answer is E, but it might be fun to check.
Yeah, of course. Let's check. So go ahead, erase.
Okay, let's check.
Erase your stuff.
Yeah, can we delete?
Yeah, just hit the back bar. Hit the back. Well, I'll hit the back bar a little bit.
Well, okay, you could erase my stuff.
I don't know if I know.
So let me hit the back bar. So I'll erase my stuff.
And I'll put a thingy here.
All right. Okay. Good. So let's fill in for row F 0101 0101. And let's see. Let's try to fill it in.
A little bit too fast for me, at least.
Yeah, 0101. So let's see if we could complete the thing. Well, let's see. There has to be a 1 in this. There has to be a 1 here or 1 here and 0 otherwise. That doesn't help fill it in. There has to be a 3. Has to be, these entries in the top row have to add up to 3, so they all have to be 1s.
That's the key to the problem.
This column has to add up to 2, so this has to be a 0.
Right.
this column has to add up to a 3, so this has to be 1.
Yeah.
This column has to add up to 1, so this has to be 0.
Probably.
And then we check this row. We check the bottom row. That's good.
Yeah.
We already fixed the. We already dealt with the G row. The F row adds up to 2, and the E row adds up to 3. Yeah, and again, checking the columns. The first column, third column.
Okay.
So good. So good. We did it.
Could you do me a favor and erase your thing? I want to do A. You went A. You did A a little bit too fast.
Okay,
so
let's
want to redo A.
Yeah. Okay.
So just erase everything. I want to do A.
Well, let me undo my scribbles.
undo your stuff, and I want to do A a little slower. Yeah. Just to prove it to myself, because we went through it a little bit too fast.
Okay, let's try A.
Here. So A is 1 1 0, right?
1 1 2 0.
No,
right.
no. A is 1 1 2 0. So yeah, so this has to be a 1 1 1. See, I'm learning for that. This has to be that, right? And this is impossible because it's already a 2. Okay.
Right.
So you can, once you know how to do it, you can do these pretty fast. I guess that's the only way to do it. This 3 is a big game changer there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is still a long problem, and I don't think they give you a lot of time on the old SATs.
Oh,
I think you may have to probably have to do this in less than about a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's a bit like Sudoku.
Yeah, it's a lot like Sudoku. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a puzzle.
Yeah, definitely a puzzle.
Yeah.
Definitely a puzzle.
Yeah.
So that's what the old SAT was, 2001. Although when we took it, I don't remember questions like that. They were even harder.
I don't remember. Yeah,
they were more IQ, intelligent tests.
Yeah.
This is more like a puzzle. But come back next Thursday. We'll go Throwback Thursday. We'll visit the old SAT, and you'll see the difference between what happened between 20 years ago and now. And there's a pretty big difference, right? You would never get a question like this now.
Yeah.
Because this is not one of those silly things like algebra, passport to algebra, passport to advanced math, whatever those names that they came up with that the test is on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, any other thoughts on this stuff? All right.
No.
No. Hey, you did pretty well. That was pretty cool.
Be fun.
That's pretty cool. You stayed calm. I like that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah, next Thursday. Yeah, so we look forward to it. Okay, everyone. So I guess
Throwback Thursday.
So I guess that's it.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
So have a great day. If they like us, dislike us, let us know what you think
have
about
a good
Throwback
day.
Thursday. And, of course, you leave, if you want to send us actual comments or email, our email address is satmathquestionoftheday@gmail.com, and you can email us some questions, and we'll do them if they're SAT questions. Okay. I guess that's it, right? Bye-bye.
That's it. Bye-bye.
That's it. We survived our first Throwback Thursday.